Here we are given an expression and we're asked to evaluate it. So this expression, notice, has ln, the natural log, and also log, log. So we are going to be using a combination of these properties up on the right. So first let's look at the natural log of 5 over e to the third. I'm going to focus in on the fact that that is division and look at the natural log properties. This one right here tells us that we can change it from a quotient to a subtraction problem. Now let's look at this right here. Notice that we're finding the natural log of e to the third power. Look over at the properties for natural logs. This one right here. If you are finding the natural log of e to some power, then that is the same as whatever that power is, the exponent. So this is the same as 3. And then everything else I'm going to bring down as the same. Now let's focus in on what's being added, the log. And I'm going to first convert that square root of 5 or cubed root of 5 to 5 with some exponent. So the cubed root is the same as having an exponent of 1/3. So let's rewrite that. And then everything else stays the same. Now if we look at the properties of logarithms, remember if we have an exponent, we can bring that exponent out front as a coefficient. So I'm going to take that 1/3 and write it out front as a coefficient. And there's already a coefficient there, so I'm just going to be multiplying it by that existing coefficient of 3. And then everything else stays the same. Now 1/3 times 3 is the same as 1, so I'm just going to change that to a 1. Which actually you don't need the 1 there when it's a coefficient, so let's just erase that and write everything else the same. Now this here looks a little weird. We have the log 5 of 5. So when the numbers are the same like this, we can use this property right here. That's the same as 1. So this is the natural log of 5 minus 3 plus 1. And what is minus 3 plus 1? Minus 2. So we have the natural log of 5 minus 2. Now at this point, we can put this into our calculator and see what is the natural log of 5. And we get about 1.61. So 1.61 minus 2, let's put that in our calculator, and we get negative 0.39.